States of America. The federal government does not want to take accountability for Puerto Rico. They treat Puerto Rico like it's a completely different country. No, it's literally part of the United States of America. This passport right here that I have is my passport. It's an American passport. Give me one second. This passport right here is an American passport. So I'm just letting you know that I'm a U.S. citizen. So I was born in Puerto Rico, and let me just show you the conditions of this place. I mean, seriously, like, bitch, this is not a wealthy country, okay? This is not a wealthy fucking country. This is my neighborhood of origin where I was born. Well, I wasn't born here, I was born at the hospital, but I'm just saying, um, these are the conditions that, like, just look at this. I'm just giving you a glimpse of how this country just isn't rich. Like, it's not a rich country, it's not a wealthy country. Because if places like this exist in a country that's supposedly wealthy, then it isn't wealthy. And that's obvious. Hold on. I mean, look at this. Seriously, I'm just saying, there is so much injustice in this country. And let me tell you something about Americans in general. Like, they will paint people that live here like they're just whack ass, ghetto ass fucking people that are lazy and all this fucking shit. No, at the end of the day, it really is the federal government's duty to, put funds in certain places to help other people. Like, that's just their fucking duty. At the end of the day, people like Lena Dunham are fucking lazy. Hold on. People like Lena Dunham are lazy. I'm just letting you know. Hold on. Like, how are you gonna sit here and tell me that this place is like extremely wealthy? It's not extremely wealthy. There's stray cats running all over the place, stray dogs, all these stray animals. Um, the lights consistently go out here. I'm just saying, the United States is fucking lame. It's trash. It's literally a trash fucking country. Like, it's just a trash country. Like, it's literally a trash country. It's not a wealthy country. It is just not a wealthy country. Because, I mean, like, for example, look at Norway. Do you see places in Norway that look like this? Exactly. I'm just saying, I mean, look at the conditions these people are fucking living in, dude. Like, I'm just fucking saying. Like, look at the fucking conditions people are fucking living in here, and you're gonna tell me that this country's rich. This country's not fucking rich, okay? I was thinking about every single time I've ever been fired from a job in the United States. Every time I've been fired, it was in Texas. Texas is fucking. Look at this stray cat on this rooftop. Um, I'm just saying. Um, I'm just saying, like, the federal government always has like an excuse to blame the fucking like it's just so ridiculous because the federal government at the end of the day has the power to change the status of this country. But I mean, anyone can look at the federal government and look and realize, dude, like, y'all are trash ass fucking people. Like, y'all are collectively trash ass fucking people. Y'all do not care about the citizenry of this country. At the end of the day, the people that y'all fucking care about the most are the people with the most money. Y'all don't give a fuck about the this isn't a utopia. A utopia, a fair society cares about the entirety of its citizens. Yeah, y'all will sit there and be like, oh no, but look at programs like Medicaid. Look at all these programs. It's like, no, they're fucking trash, dude. Like, they are trash fucking programs. Like, you go to those programs, they don't help people get out of fucking poverty. Number one, they fucking like keep people trapped in this fucking cycle type shit. And I'm just saying, like, it's just dumb as hell. It's just fucking dumb. Um, I was thinking about every time I've been fired, and I was telling my friend this the other day. Like, every time I've been fired, it's always been over petty ass fucking shit. Cause I was fired twice from their priorities because if they're willing to rehire me even though I was fucking fired, that means that obviously the fucking airline industry has no fucking like sense. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So it means technically it wasn't like a legitimate no nonsense firing. Do you understand? Because I fucking told these fucking people when I got rehired, I got fired over petty ass fucking shit. The first time I got fired from Alaska Airlines because some fucking customer lied about me. She literally made up lies about me. There was drama going on between the fucking coworkers. I called out a few of those bitches because they just were completely out of line, and they try to make it seem like I was the fucking problem. And it's just like, no, I was literally calling out bitches. There was this bitch named Emily. There was this other fucking bitch. This bitch fucking named Tashia or whatever was fucking twerking behind the fucking counters, and I obviously didn't fucking like that, and apparently I was the problem. I was the problem because she was twerking behind the fucking airline counter. It's like, so I'm the unprofessional one, and I'm the one because she was friends with the fucking manager, so it's just like, I'm the one that's the fucking problem. Do you understand what I'm fucking talking about? Like, I'm not friends with y'all. Y'all are fucking unprofessional as fuck. I call it the fuck out. Suddenly they start talking fucking shit amongst themselves and making shit the fuck up. Some customer lied about me. She showed up. I was working at the fucking baggage claim. This bitch showed up. I don't even remember what this bitch's name is, but she literally made some shit up that made no fucking sense. Cause when I saw there was like the boss at that time. His name was Jesus. He fucking fired me because she literally wrote like a fucking 3-page essay that I literally looked at, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna fucking read that because that's fucking bullshit. Because I didn't even interact with her that much for there to be a 3-page essay. Like, I literally talked to her for literally like 15 fucking minutes, tops. I literally, the entire fuck, how do you write a 3-page essay with like fucking like 30, 40 fucking paragraphs as if it was an entire story? Like, do you understand what I'm talking about? And literally all I told her was, because she flew in from like Australia. I was working with Alaska Airlines at the time. She flew in from Australia. The bitch took like 7 fucking connections. She went from like Australia to Guam to Japan, Japan to fucking Alaska, Alaska to Seattle, like Seattle to fucking Arkansas, and then from fucking Arkansas to fucking Houston to get the cheapest fucking fare. And I was looking at her flight connections, and I was telling her like, ma'am, there's like a chance that your bags might not come in because your connections were so close. Sometimes people, like, sometimes these bags, like, it's not that your bags are lost, it's just that they ended up like literally like they went in, like, it was too late. They couldn't transfer all the bags into the fucking plane, and the plane had to take off at a certain time. So your bags are probably at that airport or they're on their way here because your bags have a tag on them. I was literally explaining it to her so that because she showed up at the baggage claim fucking hollering and yelling at me as if I literally sat there and like was stalking this bitch. Like, do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you understand how fucking insane it is? Like, this bitch was fucking talking to me as if I literally like knew who this bitch was, like as if that plane, because we had one daily fucking plane going in and out of Houston going to Seattle with fucking Alaska Airlines. It was Alaska Airlines flight 713 from Houston to fucking Seattle. And the plane that would come in was from fucking Seattle. So every day, this was like a Boeing 737-900 that was filled literally with like 200 fucking people every single fucking day. And this bitch came up to me, talking to me as if I literally fucking sat there and, hold on. No, because I'm telling you, like, I'm not making this shit up. Like, I'm literally not making it up at all. Like, it just makes no sense for me to make it up. Because number one, Alaska Airlines, like the pay that I was getting at that fucking job, I'm just letting you fucking know, dude. The pay that we were getting paid $10 a fucking hour to be doing, because it was like a third party company called Menzies Aviation, which is like based in like the UK, and they're like a third party company that like does cheap airline work for like, they're paying us like literally like poverty wages, like fucking like minimum fucking wage poverty wages that you can't fucking literally at the end of the day you can't afford a home and insurance at the same time with that. Do you understand what I'm talking about? You can hardly afford anything with that. And this fucking bitch um wrote like that 3-page essay. But anyway, like as I was saying, she showed up acting like I was literally on the computer because you can't. Oh my god, this fucking stupid ass dog. She was fucking acting like out of all of those like 264 people that plane fits, like I literally looked her fucking name up all the way from Australia and deliberately like contacted people in Australia from the computer and relayed a message and said, keep her bags there so that when she gets to Houston, all of her bags didn't come in time. This bitch literally had like 20 bags fucking checked in, and like petty ass fucking shit. Like it was like a fucking canoe. It was like pieces of a fucking kayak and a canoe and all this fucking shit. And at the end of the day, like, bitch, I will blast you. Like, I'm telling you, like, I will sue that bitch for literally lying and jeopardizing my fucking job and getting me fucking fired. Like, every fucking person that has fired me, like, I can fucking sue. Because at the end of the day, I'm fucking disabled. So it's just like, do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, you're over here getting a fucking disabled person fucking fired. You know, it's just fucking funny. Like, it's ridiculous. It's not funny. Like, it isn't funny, but it's just like, it's so ridiculous that it's like laughable. Like, you can humiliate this fucking bitch because it's just like, bitch, you're showing up and getting a fucking disabled person fired because you're fucking lying about them. Like, she literally, let me tell you what happened in the next few following days after she showed up. She showed up fucking hollering and yelling at me, fucking acting like she's putting me in my place. It's like, bitch, you're not, number one, you should already be smart enough to know that people that work at baggage claim, they are not responsible for what people are fucking doing in the ramp. Like, the people that are putting the bags in the fucking plane, like, I am not those fucking people. I am not those people. I'm not their manager. We sit down there and we make claims to get your fucking bags back and ensure that they get delivered to your home. That's literally all we fucking do. Literally, I told her literally just to like calm her down because the bitch showed up fucking hysterical as if like as if she literally fucking had like she never even mentioned because I would have understood if she said I literally have like medications in there, like I have cancer and I have like my fucking cancer medications in there, blah blah blah. She didn't mention anything like that, and nothing in the paper, the fucking book, the mini book that this bitch wrote about me and that fucking essay to to send to the fucking manager, the general manager, to try and get me fucking fired. Um, Nothing she wrote had anything to do like because obviously the general manager would have said like that woman has like a very harsh disability and you didn't even return her bags on time. Number one, I did my job's duties. I literally because what you do in the baggage claim, and this isn't like confidential information. Everyone that's flown with an airline and has like gotten their bag, I don't want to call it lost, but their bag just didn't show up to the location and has made a fucking baggage claim request before, they all know how that process works. Like, you fucking make a claim, your bag, these people that work at the baggage claim put that information in the computer. Wherever that bag is at, they fucking find it and they fucking put it on whatever plane is coming to the city, and then you fucking write the person's address, and the fucking there's like this thing called data or whatever, and they send the bag to you. Like, they literally like deliver your bag. And personally, I don't know this bitch. No, I don't know who that bitch was. I've never met this bitch before, but she was fucking making it seem like I was deliberately sabotaging her. It's like, bitch, how am I like, bitch, who are you? Why who are you? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, who are you for me to sabotage you? Like, who are you? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, who the fuck are you? Hold on. Like, who are you? Like, do you understand? Like, if it was Paris Hilton, I'd fucking sabotage her ass because her ass is a fucking abuser. So do you understand what I'm talking about? If I knew that Paris Hilton was fucking flying with Alaska Airlines, I'd be like, hell yeah, lose her fucking bags because I hate that bitch. So anyway, I hate that bitch, and with very valid reasons. Um, anyway, So that woman like wrote this fucking like 3-page essay that I didn't even bother reading because I was like, dude, like that's straight up bullshit. We didn't even interact that long for her to write that long of a fucking essay. Like, we did not even interact that long. So how do you understand what I'm talking about? So you're unworthy of even of me wasting any more time on that shit. The situation I felt was like forced embarrassment. I didn't get embarrassed from it. I literally walked out in like a fury. I was like, you know what? Fuck you to the fucking general manager. Every time I saw him at the airport, then and there, from then on, I completely ignored him. They rehired me in a completely different airline right next to them, literally like which is Air Canada, literally right next to their fucking counters, literally like in like a week. So obviously, if I was such a fucking danger to the airline industry, they wouldn't rehire me. So do you understand what I'm talking about? If do you understand what I'm talking about? So anyway, that bitch wrote like a 3-page essay, and let me tell you what happened. Like, our printer at the baggage claim thing, like the baggage claim room, the printer was broken. So we had to write out like the addresses and put them on the bags whenever we call the bags in. All of her bags fucking came in, dude. They all came in different days, and I did tell her that. I did tell her that her bags, it just really depends. Like, I can't rush it. Like, they'll do it when they'll do it. Like, I'll put in the message for the bags to get here. Do you understand? Like, I literally just told her that, like, just to clarify that I'm not responsible for how, like, I can tell them all I want to say, like, hurry up and bring her bags here. They're going to get here when they fucking get here. I was just clarifying that to her. Like, I can't do much about that. These ramp people, that's a completely, like, I was clarifying that to her. Those are completely different people. All I can do is put in the message for your bags to get in, and they will come in, and I will put the address, and they'll get delivered to your home. And you know what? I wasn't even being rude to her. I was just literally like clarifying, because this bitch showed up and started yelling at me, acting like I fucking literally like deliberately sat there and knew that she was coming from Australia, and messaged those people in the ramp and said, hey, make sure her bags don't come in because I don't fucking like this bitch. So anyway, her bags ended up coming in, but they all came in different days. Like, her bags didn't all come in on the same fucking day because they were like in different airports. She literally had like fucking like 30 bags, and like literally had like 7 fucking connections, and the bitch is over here tripping because I'm clarifying that her connections were too close to each other. So there's a higher chance that her bags just might not make it on those planes because the connections were way too fucking close. And this bitch fucking sits there, like, I clarified it for her, and the bitch was still mad, and I asked for her number so that I could, put it in the system, and, just fucking, like, be in contact with her to tell her, hey, your bags are here, I'm sending them to your home. So anyway, one of her bags, like, came in on the 3rd day. I put in the address, like, I hand wrote it down, and put the address in. The fucking data company, that company that delivers the bags, they literally, like, I was like, bitch, y'all are fucking bullshitting, because I had literally like a day or two off, and I was off for those 2 days, and that bitch Emily, dude, that fucking bitch, like, was responsible for getting me fired as well, because she manipulated the situation and tried to make it seem like I didn't write like, she was like trying to make it seem like I knew that I was supposed to print it out. I knew that I was supposed to print it out instead of write out the address, because that's literally what the data said. Like, I guess they told Emily, like, oh, we can't deliver the bags because it's written down, it's not fucking printed out. And I was like, dude, that's bullshit, because for like the past month, like, the printer just wasn't working, and it wasn't my fault. I told the fucking boss it's not fucking working, they never fucking repaired it, so how is that my fucking fault? Do you understand what I'm talking about? So I'm just talking about, like, that was what Alaska Airlines fucking did to me. They fucking screwed me the fuck over. Anyway, and Menzies as well. I'd say Menzies and Alaska Airlines. Um, and anyway, so I I did my job. Like, I did write out her address. I didn't know that the fucking data company wasn't going to deliver those bags. And while I was off on those days, Emily was over there fucking, screwing shit up. She's like some fucking bitch that has a fucking stick up her ass. The bitch was like fucking like 50 years old, and had, she had like this ageist type of mentality. Like, oh, you're 20, you're 19, so you're stupid type shit. Like, she always had that mentality ever since I was fucking working there. And she I remember when I came back to work, like, on like the fall, like those that day or two I was off, I came back to work, and the bitch was yelling at me. Emily was fucking yelling at me, like, she was like, you know you were supposed to print it, blah 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 blah. I'm like, number one, and she took advantage of the fact that there weren't any cameras down there in that fucking baggage claim office. So the bitch was fucking hollering and pulling her fucking shit. And anyway, so I guess Emily, like, called the lady, not the lady, the bitch. Why do I even call them ladies? I'm like, obviously, like, I've obviously been misinformed when it comes to calling abusive women ladies. No, it was a fucking bitch that flew in from Australia that thought that her fucking kayaks were like, do you understand? She was freaking out over like pieces of kayaks that were coming in. And anyway, so like, her bags didn't get delivered, so it was a delay. There was like a fucking like 2 day fucking delay for her bags to get fucking delivered. So it just took her like almost a week for her to get all of her bags. The bitch fucking wrote a fucking complaint to the fucking general manager. His name was fucking Jesus, and the bitch, like I told you, she wrote like a 3 page fucking essay, and it was like, look, I literally just explained to y'all what I fucking told her. I literally just clarified to her why her bags weren't there, and I told her all I need is your fucking information, your address, where you're gonna be staying at, so that I can send those bags over there. That was literally it. That was literally as simple as that. And really, truly, at the end of the day, even if she was flying back to Australia, all I need is her address in Australia. I can fucking send her bags over there too. Like that's how the system works over there. And it's free of charge. That's the thing. It's fucking free of charge. The bitch was acting like I told her, bitch, you have to pay a fee of $30. No, it was all free of charge. And this bitch is over here fucking acting like I was sitting there deliberately like fucking her life up. And anyway, so like I said, she fucking wrote that 3 page essay that made no sense, because it's just like literally like I never disrespected you. Like I never said like fuck you, bitch. I'm the one that fucked your bags up. I did that on purpose. Yeah, you're right, ho. You're a fucking stupid ass bitch. I've been stalking you all the way since Australia, so I fucked your fucking bags up. Hell yeah, bitch. What you gonna do about it? Then that would make sense if she fucking messaged the general manager and told him, hey, this guy literally fucking like insulted me in front of like everyone down there, and just fucking called me a bitch and a hoe, and then told me that he was literally stalking me, and then literally fucking found my bags and on purpose made sure that they didn't come into Houston on time. I don't know who this man is. I'm about to sue. Like, do you understand? I didn't say any. All I did was deliver customer service, told her what the deal was, and the bitch lied. Literally created a 3 page fucking essay. At the end of the day, I can sue for that, for those fucking damages. This was back in 2012 when I was working with Alaska Airlines. The reason why I'm telling you why America is full of shit, because this shit happens. Like, I'm not the only one bullshit like this has happened to in fucking jobs over like stuff that's so extremely petty, that's not even worth getting fucking fired over. They fucking fire you over it just to fucking like, it's a power trip type of thing. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, I can do it just because I can do it, just to make myself look professional. Because you will notice that a lot of fucking assholes like fire people just to make themselves look like they're fucking enforcing laws when really they fucking aren't. Anyway, so the second time I got fired was really so weird, dude, because I was working at Air Canada at the time, and I told one of the managers at Menzies, I told her like I want to go work for Emirates, because I always liked Emirates, but once I actually worked for Emirates, I realized, dude, like this oh my god, Emirates is such a trash airline, dude. Anyway, so there was this bitch named Saida Khan, and let me tell you something. If I were worthy of being fired, don't you think, why would I work at Emirates for fucking 9 months straight? So I worked at Emirates for a good fucking 9 months, and I'm just saying, like, that bitch Saida, she always had, and guess what? That bitch ended up getting fired herself by the general manager. Like, she fired me through Menzies, or Hallmark at the time, because Menzies actually stopped working at Houston and they went to Hallmark Aviation. So they transferred all the workers from Menzies to Hallmark Aviation. And they're like, oh, you're getting a pay raise. And I was like, oh my God, so we're finally going to be getting paid good. No, they raised it from $10 to $10.50 an hour. What the fuck are you going to, with 50 more cents? Bitch, bye. Anyway, so hold on. So anyway, um, she this bitch named Saida Khan. She hold on 1 second. Hold on. So anyway, this bitch named Saida Khan, that was one of she was a supervisor. She was not a manager. She wasn't like a general manager. She was just a supervisor for Hallmark Aviation and Menzies at the time. And she from the get-go that I was working at with Emirates through Hallmark, she was just fucking, I swear to God, like over the top, just like she was rude to passengers, she was rude to the other managers. She was rude to the other managers, she was rude to the passengers, the other managers, the other employees, and for some strange reason, she started picking on me. I have no idea why, but she just started fucking picking on me. And then the other thing was, like, that bitch was from Pakistan, and she would like literally like like she would let things go over shit that's obviously like, yeah, you're worthy of getting fired over that, because it's like she would let things go when it came to the other fucking Pakistanis that worked there. She was very like rude like that. And anyway, so that bitch, I'm telling you, like, I'm not lying about this. If y'all want to look the records up for that fucking company, Hallmark Aviation, and look at the fucking history, like, that bitch got fucking fired. She got fired from Emirates. She fired me because one day, this was like back in like, that was like my ninth month working there. And like, dude, I literally couldn't take it anymore. Like, that bitch was so abusive. She was literally forcing every single one of us like to stay in our position and not move. Like, it was like the most ridiculous shit. Like, she didn't want us to move at all. And I was like, no, we're not about to do that, because we obviously have to move. We're working with bags, we're working with other people here. So no, I'm gonna move around, and I'm gonna talk to the other employees, because I have to relay information to them. Like, bitch, we're not gonna fucking sit there and just not fucking move. And literally, like, on that day, she was literally going on a fucking power trip where she just literally did not want anyone to move. And for what reason? Because I asked her why, and she couldn't give me a valid reason as to why. Like, truly, because at the end of the day, the reason was, I'm on a power trip because I'm a supervisor and I just want y'all to do whatever the fuck because I said so bullshit. It's like, no, not because you said so. Give us a reason. We're adults here. Do you understand what I'm talking about? And anyway, so I told her that day, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna move. I mean, I'm not. I said I am gonna move. Like, I told her, like, I'm not gonna just fucking sit here, literally standing in the same spot for literally 8 hours straight. I'm not gonna fucking do that. Like, you got me so fucked up, fucking sitting in the same fucking spot. Like, I'm some fucking, like, this is the military. Like, this is not the military. This is Emirates. A plane flying to Dubai, a fucking country with like horrifying human rights violations, fucking um, what do you call it, a history of human rights violations, and you're over here fucking telling me I have to stay, like, like I have to be soldier like for this fucking airline? Hell to the fucking no. Hell to the fucking no. Anyway, so the bitch, like, she freaked out. Like, she fucking flipped shit, hollering and yelling. Because she would do that casually in front of passengers. Just fucking holler at the passengers, get one-on-one. Dude, I can't even count. This bitch probably got, like, a new complaint from someone, literally, like, practically every other fucking day, just by how rude she was to the fucking passengers, dude. Like, she was rude to fucking everyone. And, with the exception of like fucking Pakistanis, because the bitch was, I don't want to call it racist, but she was more like xenophobic in the United States of America. Like, she was rude to everyone except fucking Pakistanis. And like, she was very gentle with Pakistanis. It was very fucking like, it was evil. Like, it was fucking evil. She was literally like biased. And I called her out. Like, I remember when she was like in the process of firing me, I was telling the other manager, like, bitch, you literally, because she got mad at me because one of the other managers was from the Dominican Republic, and I was speaking Spanish to him, and the bitch literally fucking went livid. She was like, why are you speaking Spanish to him? I'm like, I literally called her out and told her, you speak Urdu to every other fucking Pakistani here, so what the fuck is even that? That makes no fucking sense, bitch. Like, you literally sit there and like deliberately speak Urdu to them so we won't understand what the fuck y'all are fucking talking about. So I have every right to speak to him in fucking Spanish, bitch. And anyway, the bitch, I didn't call her a bitch while I was getting fired, but it was like, I should have been like, bitch, you're a fucking bitch. You're a bitch. Because I'm telling you, she would get in fights with, dude, I'm telling you, and she would literally, one time there was a VIP person flying, like one of those sheiks or whatever that was flying to fucking Dubai or whatever. The bitch literally hid from that person and they didn't fire her. Like, she was supposed to escort that man out, and she literally just didn't fucking do it. She just hid from that person. Like, went behind the counter and just didn't fucking do it. She wasn't scared. She just didn't want to do her fucking job. She realized that she fucked up, so she went and hid. And the bitch was like 50 years. She was like Emily, like that other Emily bitch, like a fucking stick up her ass. She fucking ageist fucking bitch that probably thought, and she used to call me baby all the time. It's like, bitch, I'm not a baby. I'm fucking 21 years old. I'm not a fucking baby. I'm not a fucking little ass fucking baby in a crib, and you're over here calling me baby. I'm just saying. And she wasn't doing it out of love. Like, you could tell that she was just being ageist. Like, she thought I was inexperienced and dumb as hell. I'm like, bitch, I speak 3 languages. I literally, one of the first class passengers one time literally showed up and gave me a fucking Gucci watch and this like expensive perfume from over there, because I literally like he literally put in a good word about me and told the managers there, and they all saw that shit. They put a good word about me and said like he literally like he knew that my mom had cancer and we were in Houston for her cancer treatment. He literally like managed to put us all together, like seating together in first class and shit. Like he knew we were all separated and he got us all together, so it was just like he made our flight, like our experience, a good experience. And he literally fucking told him that. And I'm not lying at the end of the day, because at the end of the day those fucking international airports have cameras all over the place, so why would I lie? This was back in 2014. And anyway, so the manager saw that. Everyone fucking saw that because he did that. He literally showed up in the first class counter with like a fucking huge ass fucking Gucci bag, just gave me that fucking expensive Gucci watch and a fucking and that fucking what do you call it? That expensive perfume, and was like very grateful to me. It was like some Emirati guy. And yeah, like everyone saw that. Saida saw that, and you could tell that that bitch was like envious, because it's just like that bitch ain't. It's like, bitch, why are you envious? All I did was do my job. You know what I'm talking about? Like, this is literally just customer service in airlines. Like, that's literally all I fucking did. I literally just delivered customer service. I did what I was supposed to do. So, bitch, instead of looking at the good side of what I'm doing, you're over here fucking flipping shit because I'm over here telling you I'm not going to fucking stay at the same fucking spot for 8 fucking hours straight. I'm just not gonna do that. Number one, I'm not getting fucking paid enough. I don't have any benefits with Emirates. I don't have any flight benefits with Emirates. And you're over here fucking pulling this fucking, like, this fucking, you know what I'm talking about, like pulling this shit. And anyway, so I got fired because I fucking told her, like, I'm not gonna do what you tell me to do, because number one, bitch, you yell, you're not professional. And eventually she got fired herself, because I spoke to these people. Like, I added some of the other employees on Facebook, and we stayed in contact after I left, and they told me that she ended up getting fired, like probably like a year later. And I'm just saying, because if she were so professional, don't you think she would have never gotten fired? So anyway, she was obviously a person that could easily get fired, because it's just like, dude, imagine like being in an airplane and the flight attendants are fucking hollering at you over petty shit. Like, she would yell over fucking petty ass shit. Like, people would fucking bring their bags. They would literally be like fucking like point 0.5 pounds, literally like 0.5 kilograms, or 3.3 or 0.2 kilograms, or even 0.1 kilograms, and this bitch would be fucking tripping shit, making them beat. It's like, dude, have leniency on people. Like, literally have leniency on people. And this bitch is over here fucking trying to charge them $250 over being like literally 0.2 kilograms over the fucking designated weight. It's like, dude, just let them through. If they're like one or two over, yeah, charge them $250, because that's too much. But point one, point two, and this bitch is over here tripping, because literally the overwhelming minority of people would be over the scale. And she was over there, it's just like, dude, no, don't fucking do that shit. Emirates is a multi-billion-dollar company. Like, they're not gonna lose to because you didn't charge goodbye. A multi-billion-dollar company with like literally the largest fleet of A380 fucking planes. They make their money through their fares, not this fucking bullshit where you're charging them fucking like $1,000 fucking dollars because your bag is literally like two nanograms overweight. Hold on. The third time I got fired was from Kroger's. I'm just letting you know how this country's bullshit, because it's just like they will fire you over petty ass fucking shit when you make sense. And and then they try to make it seem like, oh, you have this, like, they try to make this reputation of you, making it seem like you have a problem respecting authority. It's like, no, no, no. I read the dictionary before. I know what authority is. Authority makes sense. Authority always makes sense. If you don't make sense and you call out authority, you question authority because it makes no fucking sense, that's when they don't have any more authority, because you have rights. When you have rights, you have the right to demand information, and they have the duty to deliver it to you. They can't just leave you up in confusion. They have to make sense as to why they're fucking telling you what to do. Otherwise, that's slavery. Anyway, so anyway, so the third time I got fired was from Kroger's, and this place in College Station. Texas, because I literally, dude, like it's stupid shit. Like literally, I showed up like 3 times consecutively, like literally like 2 to 5 minutes late, 3 times consecutively. It's not like the, an 8 hour job for $8 an hour, bitch, bye. $8 an hour for an 8 hour job, and I showed up 2 minutes late, bitch. I should have shown up royally fucking late, 3 fucking hours to make a fucking point. It's like, dude, y'all don't pay enough for me to be showing up on fucking time, for starters. Number two, I literally live like 10 to 15 miles away from the fucking Kroger's. Of course I'm gonna be fucking late. Of course I'm gonna be fucking late. Bitch, 10 to 15 miles, bye. Anyway, so those jobs aren't like, at the end of the day, like it's not a live or die situation where you have to fire someone. The bitch, okay, they brought me into the fucking room, like the manager's room, to fire me. Number one, the manager's room was not luxurious. It was disgusting as hell. That place was clearly not well kept, so it was disgusting, and they fired me in a disgusting place. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, you're firing me as if you're like authority, like you're luxury. Do you understand? And I called the fucking nasty ass bitch out, because the bitch that was there, like, she thought she was, dude, I swear to God, she was acting like she was like impeaching a president type shit. You know what I'm talking about? By the way she was talking, like as if Kroger's is literally the best fucking job to fucking work at. So she fired me, but before I left, I flipped her off and I told her, you know what, fuck you, because you're a fucking bitch. Like, at the end of the day, she's a fucking bitch that thinks that like, she's not one of those people that like protest for a livable wage. You understand? Like, she's one of those people that enjoys like fucking nonsense. So anyway, the bitch like got me fired, and she was over there fucking talking. It was just some stupid trash ass fucking Mexican bitch. That's just what I'm gonna fucking say, because I know collectively that we can say that a lot of fucking like Mexican people in the United States like fucking promote this nonsense that they say that Mexicans work harder than regular Americans. It's like, no, y'all don't. Okay, a lot of y'all are fucking fat as fuck. So how the fuck are y'all working harder than everyone? Do you understand what I'm talking about? A lot of Mexicans are fucking obese as fuck, and you're over here talking about, oh, you, that bitch that was doing that shit was obese. So it's just like, you're not a hard worker, bitch. You're fucking firing someone that literally has more agility than you, because I literally weigh like 150 pounds, and you're over here like 300, 400 pounds, fucking acting like you're fucking like the shit. So I flipped her off and I told her, you know what, fuck you, before I drove off. And the bitch like was just stupid as hell. I don't even know her name, but all I know is that she was one of those, dude, I'm telling you, like, you get the gist. Like, you just know when looking at these people that they have a stick up their ass. They think they're the fucking best. They think that they're fucking doing the best job ever. It's like, bitch, I'm pretty sure, I wouldn't be surprised, because we can all agree that everyone at least once has been fucking late, at least once, to their fucking job, dude. Like, literally 2 minutes to 5 minutes late, bitch, bye, for a cashier job at fucking like 12 at midnight to fucking like 8 in the morning. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, a job that at the end of the day, it's like, bitch, nobody even showed up to that gas station. Like, I was working at this Kroger's gas station that literally at the end of the day, it's like, how many people? We probably had like 5 people show up in the span of like fucking 8 hours. Do you understand? So it's just like, what are we gonna do there? Do you understand what I'm talking about? So anyway, I'm just saying, like, that job was trash, getting fucking paid trash money. The fourth time I was fired was because this fucking guy, this insensitive asshole, I was working for this thing called Wheelan Event Services, and the guy was a fucking asshole. The manager was an asshole. Number one, I did call him out and told him, like, dude, you're not even paying attention to, you're not even supervising. I literally called him out on that. I told him, dude, you're not even fucking supervising. You're over here talking to all these other fucking people. You're not supervising. And this nigga got fucking one-on-one with me and was talking about, you're fired. It's just like, I'm fired because I told you to do your fucking job. Bitch, bye. Do you understand? Like, that's how it works in America, where people are fucking stupid, petty, and dumb as fucking shit in these fucking jobs, and they feel like, oh, like, this person's not intelligent. Dude, I'm disabled at the end of the day, so bitch, it's like, I can sue every single 5 of these fucking jobs for not even taking into account the fucking disability that I have, and they're over here fucking pulling this shit on me. So anyway, so we were in Kansas City. They fucking drove us out to Kansas City in this fucking bus so that we could go be security guards at this fucking NFL game. Dude, it was literally like -20 outside. Dude, it was like horrible conditions to even be having a fucking NFL football game, and people still showed up. It was miserable as fuck. Like, I couldn't feel my hands, I couldn't feel my fucking feet, I couldn't feel my face. Like, dude, I was literally suffering there. And I literally told him, like, as well, I'm like, dude, like, I can't do this. I can't fucking do this. Like, I can't do this. I can't fucking do this. Like, I just can't do this. Like, it's too fucking ridiculously, it's like evil cold. It's like hell cold. It's so fucking cold. And anyway, so, he fired me like simultaneously because I told him it's too fucking cold and I can't work in these conditions. And also the fact that I fucking told, like, dude, literally all we were paid was like $275 just to go there, and that's it. Like, they didn't even pay us hourly, so they just paid us $275 just for the entire trip. We were literally there like we were gone for like 2 or 3 fucking days because those trips are like 20 hours. And that I did call him out and tell him, like, you're not even fucking supervising, because it's just like, dude, I'm not stupid. I can tell that you, like, you're one of those fucking arrogant ass managers that you feel like I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's like, dude, you have to supervise what's going on in the operation. He wasn't doing that. Literally for hours, he went and huddled up with his fucking bullshit friends and went and talked to them and was just literally in a fucking corner, literally, like, I'd say like 100 fucking feet away from us, because you know how huge those NFL stadiums are. They're fucking massive. He was literally like away from the entire operation for hours at a fucking time. So anyway, the 5th time I was fired was from this fucking job in Walden at Lake Conroe. From this fucking dude, I don't even want to talk about this because it's so annoying. It's so annoying because it's like petty shit. Like, I'm just gonna cut the story short and practically tell you how unfair it was. Like, this guy named Danny Jones, who was the fucking boss of that fucking place, and I didn't even know the entire time because he never even properly introduced himself to me. So it's just like, how am I supposed to know who the boss is? They were already harassing me. There was this bitch named Allie and her fucking bullshit husband named Robert Simpson, and they would fucking harass me. I have them recorded, so it's just like, that's why I'm keeping the story short, because it's just like, I have you recorded, bitch. So it's just like, what traction do you have? I have you recorded fucking harassing me, bitch. I have you recorded harassing me. Anyway, so Danny Jones comes up to me. Long story short, there was a golf tournament, and like these people came in to that golf tournament, and I was working like as this like golf cart caddy, whatever, like cabbie person or whatever, that like drives the golf carts around. And they told me that day that I have to fucking file 80 carts, 80 fucking carts, dude, on like in the parking lot. And I did that because it was for the tournament. So anyway, I filed all the carts out. Dude, it ended up raining fucking hard, dude. Hard as fuck. Literally, like, the tournament had to get canceled because it was unplayable. They couldn't play in the fucking golf course. And hold on. So anyway, I put the carts out, then it started raining, like heavy as fuck, dude. Like, rain that even like your umbrella can't control. You know what I'm talking about? You know, whenever you're like, you have the umbrella, but the fucking rain is still fucking pushing through the umbrella because it's so windy and rainy. That's literally, it was like a fucking storm that was happening over Houston. And they told me, okay, so the tournament's over, so put the golf carts back up. And I'm like, okay. So dude, I did what I could in that rain. So I literally put like, I'd say like 3/4 of the golf carts up. So there were probably like 20 left, or 25 or something. There were like 25 golf carts left, and then it was time for me to go. Like, my 8-hour shift was done. And I spoke to the desk guy, and I was like, yeah, like my shift is done. And he told me, oh yeah, don't worry about it, because the afternoon shift is coming in, and they're going to put the rest of the carts up. And I was like, okay. And I went home. Like, I wasn't thinking, oh, I'm gonna get fired the next day over this bullshit. So anyway, I come in the next day, literally like at 6 in the morning, and what do you call it? Danny Jones comes up to me and goes, dude, I was literally walking, I was doing my job and simultaneously had my phone on my hand, and I was like halfway texting, and I was doing my fucking job. Like, he's trying to fucking make it seem like, he was literally trying to make it seem like, oh, you're being a bitch, I'm getting paid $8 an hour, goodbye, goodbye, I can be on my fucking phone, I'm gonna be on my phone if I'm gonna fucking get paid a fucking minimum, beyond fucking below minimum fucking wage type shit. And he came up to me and he's like, first of all, why are you on your phone? I'm like, bitch, who are you? It's like, really, who are you to be speaking to me like that? I'm fucking 28 years old. You don't speak to a grown man like that. Like I'm your fucking like 5-year-old child. First of all, what are you doing on your phone? And I couldn't reply to him because I was like, I know you didn't just talk to me like that. I know you just didn't. And then he asked me, he crosses his arms and goes and does this fucking like, puts himself up like that. And he's like, oh, why weren't the cards put back up last night? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he said, you left without putting them back. And I literally told him, the front desk guy told me that the fucking the afternoon shift guys were coming in and they were gonna put them up, and he was like, no, that wasn't it, you were supposed to do your job and fucking put all of them up. I'm like, and I literally told him, were you not here yesterday? It was raining hard as fuck. And he was like, you had 8 hours to put them up. It's like, dude, seriously, like, you just don't seem to understand, like, you don't get it. Those carts were literally in the parking lot, which was literally like, it was literally like a good like 3-minute walk. Like, let's do the math here. 3 minutes per like 80 fucking carts in the fucking heavy ass fucking rain while it's about to fucking flood, and you're telling me to fucking do this shit like it's magic? I literally told him, did you want me to teleport the fucking carts over here? Because that wasn't gonna happen like that in 8 hours. And he was literally trying to imply that, oh, you were on your phone type shit. It's like, bitch, no, bitch, I can do this job while on my phone. It's just that fucking easy. Like, it's an easy, all I do is fucking drive golf carts around. I wasn't neglecting the job and sitting there on my ass on my fucking phone. That's what I literally practically implied to him. And I literally called him out and told him, like, you know, you're fucking out of line for this shit. And I went and talked to that other bitch fucking, because I went into the fucking office and fucking, like, addressed what was going on. And I was telling them, like, bitch, you've been fucking harassing me, and so has your fucking husband. And I started recording it on my phone. Like, I recorded the fucking audio clip of it. And I told that bitch, like, dude, I'm fucking homeless, bitch. Like, I can't even fucking afford my shit. And you're over here fucking telling me, like, because before I started working there, like, in the interview, Allie fucking talked to me and was like, oh, if you need any help, just fucking ask for it. And I fucking told her what I needed help with. And I told her, like, yeah, like, I need help, like, getting to Norway because I want to go study over there because university's free over there. That's something that's really not out of line. That's just a fucking request for help. This bitch starts laughing at me after I told her I'm fucking homeless, and she goes, you really think, she started cursing at me, talking about, you really think I'm gonna send you to fucking Norway? It's like, bitch, who are you? Who are you? Her name was Alessandra Maratua. Literally, the Walden Golf Course, a very extremely overrated fucking golf course. They made that place fucking seem like it's one of the best fucking golf courses ever, when really it fucking wasn't. They won an award, like one of the best golf courses in Texas. The last time they won that fucking award was 2006. I was working there in 2021. It's like, bitch, y'all haven't even been, y'all are an outdated fucking golf course with like outdated ass fucking carts. Like, people that would go there would complain consistently about how the carts were old as fuck and wearing the fuck out type shit. So I'm just letting you know that place ain't fucking it, and they're fucking harassers. So I'm just letting you know those were the only 5 times I've been fired, and I'm literally calling out the fact that these people are fucking assholes. Like, I'm letting you know what fucking happened. Like, I made some fucking sense, and then they were going on their fucking power trips where it's just like, how dare you speak to me like that? It's like, number one, how dare you speak to me like that? How dare you even lie? How dare you even lie? So I'm just letting y'all know that this country, the United States of America, is literally not a wealthy country. It is not a wealthy country, bitch. It's not fucking wealthy. It's not wealthy, dude. It's not wealthy. It's not wealthy. It's a disgusting fucking country. The political sphere is fucking nonsense. Literally, we can all agree on that. Everyone with common sense can agree with it, that it's fucking nonsense. This country lacks altruism. It lacks empathy. It lacks compassion. People are fucking self-absorbed as fuck. They don't give a shit about the love thy neighbor shit. This isn't a fucking Christian country. I wouldn't even call it a satanic country, because at least Satanism acknowledges human rights. People do not care about human rights here. I'm just letting you know, but I've had other jobs. Every other job I've quit, like, because I have the right to quit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I hate this toxic work culture that people have in this fucking country where it's just like, oh, you can't keep a job. It's like, yeah, I can't keep a job because at the end of the day, I fucking have freedom. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, I'm not tied to a fucking job. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, it's a toxic work culture that we have in this fucking society. It's not a pro freedom culture. It's a toxic work culture where people fucking like associate you with this reputation of like, oh, you didn't keep a job. It's like, at the end of the day, I'm a human being. I'm a human being. Like, y'all are literally manipulating shit to make it seem like, oh, you've lost your humanity because, and you don't have any fucking rights because you didn't keep a fucking job that was fucking miserable as shit. That was miserable as shit, and the fucking people working there were fucking assholes. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Fucking gross ass country. Like, I can't believe they sat there and made us do the Pledge of Allegiance talking about and to the republic for which it stands, which it doesn't. This country ain't no. At the end of the day, let's be honest, it doesn't operate like a republic or a democracy. It operates like a fucking oligarchy. Like it's a fiend republic. They only go on stage and say, like Donald Trump was talking one time. He said the United States, it will always be a leader when it comes to human rights. Yes, Donald Trump has been documented and recorded saying that. That is not true. This is obviously, look at this shabby neighborhood in the United States of America. This is Puerto Rico. This is Puerto Rico. This is Puerto Rico. I'm just letting you know. Hold on. This is Puerto Rico, dude. This is Puerto Rico. This is a part of the United States. It's like saying American Samoa or Guam. And it's so crazy how like Guam is better maintained than Puerto Rico, and Guam is that far away, literally like in the middle of nowhere in the Pacific Ocean. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, I feel like if Guam experienced a typhoon or a hurricane, they would get immediate fucking help compared to the slow ass fucking help they fucking got here after Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. Despite Puerto Rico literally being like 2 hours away from Florida on plane. And what do you call it? I'm just saying that this country's not rich. It's not fucking rich. It's a trash country. People in general, because of this toxic work culture, are getting mistreated by a whole bunch of like, supervisors and managers. It's kind of like being on Reddit. You know, when you're on Reddit and you literally like, or on Facebook, you literally just state an opinion. It's not even necessarily hate speech or anything like that. You just mention something and then you get a 30-day Facebook ban. It's literally, that's how America operates all over the fucking place. I'm just saying, this country's not, it's not wealthy, dude. It's not wealthy. Just because we have resources doesn't mean that this country is socially well off. It's not socially well off. It's not socially well off. It is not socially well off, dude. It's socially corrupt. The society is corrupt. The society is fucking corrupt. Because for me to be disabled and not get leniency in these jobs, do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you understand how like how bad it looks on you when you fire a disabled person? Do you understand? Like, I'm sorry, you know what, at the end of the day, it's like I can laugh, like it's funny, like you can laugh at it because it's just so ridiculous. It makes no sense. You are literally firing a disabled person? Bitch, you're wrong. You lost the game. When it comes to justice and fairness, you lost the game because a disabled bitch, bye. I'm not bitch, goodbye. Goodbye. Why should I even make this video? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Why should I even make it? Why should I even post this video? Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, I can literally just go to a lawyer and tell the lawyer, look, I have recorded evidence. I have ample evidence. I have more than enough evidence proving that these people fucking discriminated against and abused a disabled person, harassed a disabled person, and then fired that person and even lied about that fucking person. I'm just saying, like, lying about a disabled person, like, if I were able-bodied, because I have more than enough evidence proving that I fucking have cognitive disabilities, dude. I have cognitive disabilities and also have, visual impairment. So there, bitch, I'm disabled. Like, that's not out of my own choosing. That's what the doctors have fucking stated because I went to the fucking doctor. Like, even one of my coworkers one time, I never told her I'm disabled. I mean, she did know that I was taking medication for like psychiatric disabilities, but I didn't tell her what medications. And she did one time tell me like you do have like cognitive problems. Like, she just flat out told me that because she was she was majoring in psychology, and she was just like telling me, just by working with me every single fucking day for like literally months. Like, one day she literally was speaking to me and she said, you have cognitive, like, you have some cognitive fucking problems. Like, she didn't say it in like a fuck you way, she was just calling it out. She was just saying like, you have cognitive problems. And I'm just saying, like, she literally fucking told me that, like, you have cognitive problems. I never told her flat out, hey, I'm disabled. She just like knew I did. I mean, because I never told her, hey, I'm flat out disabled. Like, I just told her, like, I do take psychiatric medications. And I did tell her that, like, she knew that I wore contacts for fucking visual impairment. So obviously, I mean, if she's majoring in psychology and she's telling me that, obviously, like, she knows what she's talking about. So even my coworkers over here saying you're disabled, and for me to get fired, do you understand what I'm talking about? For me to get fucking fired. Like, it makes you look bad. It makes you look actually, you are bad if you're firing a fucking disabled person over something that really, based on what I told you, wouldn't you think all these things are fucking petty? Like, fucking, like, wouldn't you think that someone with ADHD is likelier to, ADHD, whatever, is likelier to fucking show up maybe like a minute late to work? Do you understand what I'm still putting in the effort. I have to put in double the fucking effort that other people fucking don't. And I'm clearly not able-bodied, and you're over here firing me. So technically, at the end of the day, it's lack of leniency, pro-discrimination towards a disabled person. I will definitely go against Kroger's when it comes to that. Fucking Kroger's, fucking trash-ass place. Like I told you, Emirates, Menzies, Hallmark Aviation, Alaska Airlines, Wheelan Event Services, that fucking golf course in trash-ass fucking Walden, and Kroger's, like, those are just the fucking places I got fired from, and they're just fucking trash places that were paying literally the minimum wage, and they're over here fucking acting like you're over there. Do you understand? Like, if you're getting paid like 5,000, that doesn't excuse like abusing me over being disabled. If you're getting paid $5,000 a fucking month, like, I would understand maybe like a higher responsibility, but bitch, you're over here getting paid trash ass fucking money. Like, dude, let's be honest. I'm making like less than $1,000 a fucking month. How am I supposed to pay rent, insurance, my medical needs, what else? My food, clothes, hygiene products, all of this other stuff. How am I supposed to afford that with literally less than $1,000 a month? And still have like money left over to save. It's like all of my money is lost. Do you understand what I'm talking about? I'm just saying, like, this country's not rich. It's not wealthy. It's trash. It's literal fucking trash, dude. Like, it's literal fucking trash. Literal fucking trash. Literal trash. It's literal trash. It's not a good place. It's evil. It's not a utopia.